everybody, welcome back to the glorious Sipsco Coast. We are back after last episode where we built this new district, a new shopping district with a parking lot and a mall and everything called Shopsource Rex. We removed a lot of the commercial from Donutsville, which I think was pretty good. A lot of the residents of Donutsville are like up in arms because the things that they held true for so long in their fair town, like making donuts, eating donuts, thinking about donuts, has all been migrated out to here and has become part of like this shopping complex extravaganza, if you like. But it's okay, people of Donutsville. All you gotta do is get on your bike, come down the road, go through the new dingle-donger here, and then back down here, and you're pretty much there. I don't see the problem, really, but there you go. I guess you're always going to have these problems when you try to sort of progress things into the future, and the people who are stuck in the past in Donutsville are getting all up in arms about your progress. Maybe I don't even know if this is legitimately progress. It felt like the right thing to do at the time, and it's quite fun. And actually, we got some finishing touches to make too, courtesy of the guy who made the Jazzland sign on street. Check it out. Look, we got the Shoposaurus Rex statue. So when you come here to do your shopping, and of course this needs to be sort of by the entrance, I think, you know what you're getting into. So we're going to add it right here. There we go. Shoposaurus Rex for all your shopping needs. Look at that. Not only is it a cool dino with the shopping bag, it's got a cool pair of sunglasses on too. And he looks like he's just like completely smothered in Vaseline. Look, he's so shiny. But that's pretty awesome. Excellent. Thank you very much for making that. It looks really good too, doesn't it? Wow. So now all of these people who are coming here to get their shop on in a major way because they realize that progress is essential for Sipsco Coast, and they're not stuck in the dark ages where Donutsville had like donut factories and stuff like that. No way. The people at Shoposaurus Rex don't make their own donuts. No, they import them from faraway lands on a boat, and they freeze them, and then they come here and they get shipped to the mall, and then they get warmed up in a microwave and served to people, and that's great. And we make a lot of money doing that as well. Excellent. All right. So we said last time that we were going to come in here and we were going to give a bit of TLC to Donutsville, and I think it needs it, actually. I mean, a lot of it has been ripped out and migrated over to Shoposaurus Rex, and I think this area looks really nice now, and we want to make sure that Donutsville, and indeed Bagelsville, Satansville, not so much Clowntown, the Clowntown downtown. We can probably come to this later, but definitely let's try to like sort out Donutsville a bit today and see if we can get it looking. We can restore it to its former glory, is what I'm trying to say. Not saying that it's no longer glorious, because it is indeed quite glorious, but let's still try to sort it out all the same. All right. First things first, we have to get rid of some roads because we need to have a straight road coming in here and connecting up to like the sort of town center. We'll have a town center. I don't think we need to have big 6-lane. I'm trying to delete these trees, but it's like not really happening. Delete this, we'll delete this, and then we can keep some of this stuff, I think. We could probably do with getting rid of that. Most of these will disappear when we sort of switch the simulation back on. Of course, this is some sort of simulation, so when we switch it back on, things happen, which is kind of cool. So we're going to have like it's probably going to be a 4-laner. We'll have a 4-lane that comes up here and connects up to here, and we can maybe do with actually busting these down. I mean, do we want this to be a 6-lane? 6 lanes seems like really extreme for such a small little place. And also, I mean, the fact that 6 lanes then sort of turns into like 2 here, maybe not the best either, but we'll have to see. All right, well, to start with anyway, let's turn the simulation on and get rid of these buildings, and then we'll see if there's any services and stuff that we have to like move. I think we might have to move a couple, but I think most of these just look like buildings in the middle of a field right now. No access, and then slowly they're all just like sort of melting into the ground and disappearing. What's this? We don't even know. We'll never know. The Dale residence, and this is of course the Chester residence. Both are about to go. This is just Dino Oil. Of course, the Mafia is back on the scene, moving in. Oh my god. Look at this. It's like a full protest. Look, all of that talk about progress and everything. The people of Donutsville are actually so pissed off that they've taken to the fields en masse. Look at that. It's a full-blown protest. Look at all these people are like dropping shopping bags in the field saying, hell no, move our donut facilities back into our fair town. Well, it's not going to happen, Donutsville people, all right? Come on, we've got bigger fish to fry. We got to sort out your stupid town to begin with. And then maybe we can think about moving like some industry back in or whatever. We'll have to see. All right. To start with, and to appease these people, let's go with a 4-lane road with decorative trees, because that's always nice, isn't it? We'll have it come in sort of like straight off of here. Well, as straight as we can anyway. And then we want to connect it up to, on a curve, probably there, where that road is this one here is what I'm talking about. Sorry, I realized that I didn't actually point to anything. I just expected people to know what I was talking about, which is a bit silly. Okay, my god, the population of Donutsville is just like getting totally ravaged right now. Oh, it's probably worth saying as well, and I didn't actually mention this. I've installed a couple of mods. I installed a couple of mods when I was live streaming last week, and one of them has changed the color of the roads. Look, it's like a bit darker now. I think it looks a little bit better. Look, you can actually see like the lines and stuff on the roads, and crucially as well, you can see these manhole covers, which of course this one leads to nowhere. It's just like some sort of like pit with a button. You know, like Mr. Burns can just sit here and invite people onto his freeway, press the button, and they fall through the manhole and die, sort of thing. It's like a trapdoor kind of thing, like a James Bond thing. Heaven Zone, unfortunately, Heaven Zone is going to have to move. I didn't even remember calling this thing Heaven Zone. Of course, it has no power now. It's a powerless Heaven Zone. And we've got this fire station as well, which we want to probably keep on this main road. But we'll maybe relocate it further down here so that it covers more of this area. Great. And now we've got this big gaping hole in the middle of Donutsville, which we'll fix shortly. Okay, great. So this road can lead up to here, and this can be the new entrance into Donutsville. And it's a little bit better than what was there previously. Excellent. So we've got this 4-lane road that connects up to a 6-laner. Look at that. There's plenty of room for you to stretch your engine, your car out. You can go full speed down these straight roads and get into all sorts of trouble and have just a rip-roaring time. It'll be fantastic. Oh, and also, just before I forget as well, apparently I need to delete some bus routes too. Because there's all sorts of weird problematic bus routes coming into Shopsource Rex right now that we don't want. So the Disney Express, of course, this isn't even Disney World Florida anymore, has got to go. These other ones seem to be okay for now, although this one can probably go too. It's probably not the best, and while it's there, all those people will be still in the field protesting. Look, all these people are waiting for a bus that's just never going to come. We might actually have to delete this one too. I don't even remember what this one is. The Excelsior line. All of our bus lines are getting deleted. Because they sort of start and go nowhere. So we're going to have to replace them and come back and sort of... Poor Bagelsville. Bagelsville is just going to downgrade altogether in a united fashion now that there's no more bus routes coming in and out of it. That should alleviate the traffic along here, though, which will be a nice thing. Excellent. Great. Okay, so we've got this road heading in. First things first, and while we're, well, I mean, we are losing money, but we don't want to lose too much money, if we can help it. We need our Welcome to Donutsville sign, which I think we can place probably here. Is that going to look good? Is it facing the right way? No, of course it's not. This is like the exit way. So can we actually like turn this around? Like if we place it on this side? All right, well, fine. I guess that works. Otherwise, maybe it's this one. I think that might be right, actually. Yeah, okay, that's right. All right, we'll bin this one then, and we'll keep that one because it's a little bit better. Excellent. All right, so first things first, and our first step is we now have a Welcome to Donutsville sign, which is actually in like kind of a cool spot. We can put some trees around it and stuff like that, and then we can also have roads snaking off for the sake of the people in Donutsville as well. So this will be like the main sort of artery into Donutsville. But it's okay to have a couple of roads that just sort of like come off of here as well, I think. And we can start filling some of these areas up with new houses. The people of Donutsville to get their donut on in a major way. And I think that they're really, really going to appreciate the absolute hell out of that. Great. Okay, let's go for something like maybe this, where we have like it come down like that and then connect up to here. That's fine. It's like kind of close and actually will probably cause a couple of traffic problems. So let's actually move it back a little bit I said it was fine. Clearly it wasn't fine. It's all right. We'll move it so that it's like more here, I guess. It's a little bit better anyway. Perfect. We'll have a little road that comes off here because we want to make some use of the space here as well. I think like in terms of sort of ways to get into the town and everything, I think we're probably okay now. So we can sort of just like build a lot of like little crappy roads in and around the highway and sort of fill up all of these empty spaces. And then we can pad it out with trees and stuff too if these people don't want to just listen to the sound of cars whizzing by and around at all times and days of the night and during the day and stuff. I mean, some people like that, but I would say that most people probably don't really like that because it's loud. It's a little bit antisocial as well if you're trying to host a dinner party, you know, you're trying to get like the chamber music going and trying to like, and by chamber music, of course, I mean the Wu-Tang Clan. You're trying to get the chamber music going, and of course you're also trying to like, you know, pour wine and sort of regale your company with tales of your exploits in, you know, Africa and all these other like outlandish places that you've gone on safari and stuff like that. And of course, nobody can hear a word that you're saying because it's so loud. All they can hear is like traffic honking away up there and people yelling at each other on the freeway and the sound of like soda cans hitting the road, people just like chucking garbage out of their car onto the freeway and everything. And it's not very good. And that's why we need sound barriers, and that's also why part of the reason why we build so many trees as well, because of course trees absorb the sounds of traffic and stuff as well. Great. Okay, we're gonna make some roads that go into here. We want to use up some of these spaces in here too. We're gonna need to think about getting like some parks and stuff. Look, we're just gonna have like a couple of little dead ends that come in here because it's fine. And then we can make a couple more little houses because the traffic's not gonna be too bad around here. And because the traffic's not going to be too bad, it means that we can afford to have like lots of little intersections and stuff like that. It's not going to cause too many problems. Great. We'll have some roads that come in here as well. Man, Donutsville is really getting like the all-star treatment today, isn't it? Like the people here, even though they're protesting heavily about all of their sort of jobs and livelihoods and industry and everything moving out of the town, I think what they're getting in return is going to be far better. They're getting all these crazy windy roads. They're going to get some parks and stuff. They're not going to have this weird sort of kidney-shaped commercial district here anymore. It's going to be something else probably. I think they're really going to benefit from it. Of course, they're also going to be able to once again bury their dead in the cemetery, which they haven't been able to do for some time now because the cemetery has been just emptying itself out full time for like the past 3 centuries or whatever. But no more. That's all going to change today in Donutsville. There's not much demand for residential, but what we're going to do is we're going to just add all this as residential anyway. We're going to let it build up as much as it can, and then we'll see about potentially getting some commercial and industrial built elsewhere so that we can sort of just have the demands fluctuate according to what's building where at the time and all that kind of good stuff. Excellent. All right, we'll fill this up here. We'll fill up all this stuff too. We're going to get it all completely residentialized here. I think there was like a spot missing down here or something, possibly. Somebody was saying, or somebody posted like an image somewhere saying that I missed a spot. Can't quite find it now. If you're having troubles because I can't find it right now and you're screaming at your monitor or whatever. Maybe that was it. I'm not sure. If it's not still though, just contact my lawyer. Let him know. File the lawsuit and everything. I'm sure that we'll get to the bottom of it. It'll be fine. All right. We'll fill all this up too. I mean, this is a little bit... Are we missing power? Oh, God, yeah. I've cut the power. I can't believe it. I didn't even think to check either. We're going to have to run some power around here, I think, for now. Can we go through here? No, we'll have to go through here. Why do I always do that? I just get so carried away and I forget what I'm doing, and then I realize that we're losing money, and I'm wondering why the hell we're losing money. And of course we're losing money because all of this industry was without power for about 10 years, which isn't the best actually. That means no donuts for anyone. That also means no goods in general for anything anywhere ever, which is a little bit of a problem too. All right, so Donutsville, we filled up that area there. We can still fill up a couple of little spots in here. Like we can have like a little donger that comes off here, probably connects up to here. We're knocking down more houses than we're building, it seems sometimes, but that's fine. We'll have all this in here as residential. Once it starts building, we can come in with the trees and stuff like that and fill it up. Okay, so this was the area that was the mall previously. You can sort of tell because there's this path here. Oh my god, I just sneezed and it actually has caused me some serious internal injury, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill all of this up here with more roads, more residential, or maybe offices. I think maybe we could do with actually having some offices closer by to Donutsville. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the solution. Maybe like moving all of the commercial out of Donutsville and inflaming the situation. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe it is a sign that Donutsville is ready to modernize. And by that I mean, let's get people in crunching numbers in and around donuts in Donutsville rather than toiling around the facts. Because the thing is, if they're in a position where all they're doing is crunching the numbers in an office around Donutsville, well, that's going to give them a lot of extra time to actually consume donuts, which is primarily, I think, what the people in Donutsville want to be doing. I mean, I know that that's what I want to do at any given time. But certainly, like, in an office scenario, and whilst I'm thinking about donuts as well, that would be great. All right, we still have this old water tower here, which we don't need. Watch, nobody's going to have water now. I've probably forgotten to hook it all up properly. Okay, fine. And what we can do as well is to sort of boost growth of all the residential that we want to build over here. We're just going to delete like all of this, and we're going to set up like a little office area just for the people of Donutsville, so that they can really keep track of their finances and they can really keep tabs on the donut industry that they have so carefully created over the years. Is this a fire station? It is. My god, I can't believe there's a fire station over here. We're going to have to put it over here so that there's better coverage on this side of Donutsville. Look at that. We do actually have water problems. I can't believe it. The grid, like, doesn't quite stretch out. We're going to have to get this water company in to lay some pipe here as well, if you can believe it. Look, we're going to have to fill it all the way through. There we go. That's much better. Excellent. There's a little fire in Donutsville, but it's not to worry. And there's a couple of houses left here as well. Look at all of my carefully laid paths and stuff as well. I have to like replant a lot of these and remake them or whatever. But for now, that should be okay. Great. All right. So in terms of offices then, I think we just want to have like a sort of a sensible office district for the people of Donutsville. That's what they need, and that's what they deserve. So we're going to build like just off of this, and I think if we can try to get it straight, that would be even better. We're going to have it come to here. We'll have it come like down to here-ish. Maybe here instead, actually, and then here. And then we're just going to fill this up wall to wall with donut-related offices. Holy balls. This is going to be fantastic. Excellent. All right, great. So let's get in here with the brush and get rid of this. We don't want this to be residential anymore. I want to fill this up with offices. And we're going to really stimmy the growth around here with all of these new offices that are going in. This is like the Donutsville Memorial Office Block, where all of the nerds come in with their glasses and their pocket protectors, and they sit in these offices and they try to figure out ways to get more sprinkles onto your donut. We need like a higher density of sprinkling on the donuts. We also need to figure out fun ways to market these donuts to the kids, so that the kids of Donutsville can also get in on the hot donut action that occurs in this town every single goddamn day. This is going to be wonderful. And of course, with all these offices going up and getting upgrades and stuff like that, it means that we're going to cause residential demand here. And of course, now that these offices, wow, Shoposaurus Rex has been hit hard in recent times. I'm not quite sure what's happened, actually. I think maybe, oh, there's not enough customers. I see. Well, that could be a problem for like a big commercial district, but the shoppers are coming. I can assure you, Shoposaurus Rex, don't worry that we're losing 3,400 odd smackaronis every week at the moment. We got tons of money in the bank. We just need to make sure that we're growing. And of course, there's not demand for anything at the moment, so it's quite hard to grow. But I'm sure that if we build enough stuff, much like Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. And that's exactly what's happening here in Donutsville. We're building a huge office block for all of these people to crunch numbers and think about sprinkles and stuff like that. And through doing that, the people will come. I think we don't have any demand right now because we have a whole bunch of residential laid down and we have a whole bunch of offices laid down, and they're sort of building and sort of canceling each other out. So it's sort of like keeping it on a par sort of thing. And as I think residential starts to rise, hopefully some of these businesses will open back up. Of course, none of these businesses have been able to run efficiently for a long time now because we didn't have like this nerve center for the donut industry set up. But now that this is coming online, trust me, sales are going to soar. We're going to figure out really efficient ways selling these donuts, getting them manufactured overseas, shipped in by boat, the microwave technology behind warming up the donuts for the customers, giving them a friendly smile, saying, "How are you, dough?" Not doing, or some sort of like crazy strap line that I can't think of right now, to really just like suck them in and get them involved and stuff. It's gonna be fantastic. I mean, as I say that, this has actually gotten a lot worse, but and you know, organic foods has just been completely abandoned now as well. And of course, we've had 13 visitors in total to the mall as well. But all that aside, I think that we're on the up, and I think that things are going to get better. Things can only get better. I mean, the harsh reality is that our money is actually going up. It's like a little bit of a miracle. So that's at least something, right? Okay, great. Do we need to extend this at all? I think that maybe we could do with some more offices. It looks like these offices went up so quickly that maybe we just need like one more row of offices back here. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll be enough. Maybe that's all we need. Maybe we just need those like last few little offices just to really sort of like hammer home the fact that we're serious about donuts on the Sipsco coast. I think that's going to do it. Okay, great. I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, excellent. We said we wanted to get rid of this. Well, sorry, not we. I said we wanted to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of all of this commercial here because we don't really need all this commercial here because we've got all of this commercial here now. And we want to try to drive people centrally to Shoposaurus Rex rather than come to this weird kidney-shaped sort of retail outlet that we created and was not very good. Excellent. Okay, great. And we also want to fill up this whole area here with, well, hopefully residential, but it's looking like maybe Holy Crap could get like a bit of an extension. And of course, Holy Crap could also extend into here as well if we've still got demand for offices. As it stands now, though, I think we're probably, well, pretty good. Although I say that, there's still lots of demand for industry. I'm not sure if some of that demand is just for straight up industry, like Royal Oil Valley style industry, which is getting sort of like hammered by traffic, or sort of like offices and stuff like that. It's hard to tell, but it does keep rising. So it can only mean that it's time to extend out Holy Crap. Because we're going to have to. I mean, we have to sort of keep up with the needs and the wants of the city, right? As much as I would love to just like beautify everything or whatever, I think we owe it to the people of this city to meet their needs in a major way. And I'm all about that. Okay, great. We'll go in straight here. We can probably actually have some roads that come underneath the highway here, which would be nice. We can maybe even have like an intersection here. You want to do that? So this is like an extension of Holy Crap, which I think will be pretty good, actually. We'll shove a whole bunch of more offices in here. The whole area will benefit from all these offices. Actually, we'll turn off the snap thing here so that it's a little bit easier. Can we actually get under here? I don't think we can. So we'll have to sort of like do something like that instead. That's fine. And then we could probably have something come down through the middle here as well so that we can fit more offices in here. And of course, any little gaps in between, we'll just fill up with trees and stuff. And that, I think that'll be fine. Do we want anything to, like, come off here? We can have like some like weird sort of little like curvy thing. Because I like curvy roads. Like that. Yeah, that's fine. Great. And then we can have another road that comes off here and sort of goes around and follows this around like this. And of course doesn't connect up to there because I don't really want too many intersections along here. So we'll just do like this weird like wiener shape. There we go. Holy Crap now has its own custom wiener shape in here as well, which is excellent. We'll also do something like this where we have like a sort of straight road. I mean, these have to be kind of straight if we want to put parks and stuff in here. But this can just go to nowhere, I think. Probably. Is that fine going to nowhere? I think it is. And this can also go to nowhere just to fill in those gaps as well. Okay, great. And then we'll have another to nowhere here because we can't really get under there and hook it all up. Excellent. All right, so holy crap, because we have so much demand for offices, can, well, now be filled with even more offices. Do we want them along the big road? It's probably okay for now. We can remove them if it becomes a problem. I forgot we have all of this dense I almost went Dutch there a little bit. We have all of this dense commercial in downtown Clowntown as well, which some of it is actually... Well, I say some of it. I would say most of it is actually abandoned at this point. There's really just no demand for commercial. It looks like Shoposaurus Rex has really tilted the scales, actually. The revolt is real. The people of Sipsco Coast not too happy with Shoposaurus Rex, it seems, and have just completely decided that they're going to forego retail until the end of time, which is not ideal, actually. We really need that retail to help the city grow and do other... God damn it, do other things. I mean, do we need to start ripping out... Well, Bagelsville's retail seems to be fine, actually. Satonsville also has, like, a ton of retail. Do we want to, like, really annoy the people of Satonsville? I feel like, yeah, we do. We're going to annoy them. We're going to annoy them in a major way by removing all of their commercial, because we want the commercial to grow in Shoposaurus Rex, and we don't really want a thriving commercial center inside of Satonsville. I mean, the Satanists in Satonsville aren't going to be using it for anything sensible anyway. They probably have actual shops in their retail centers that sell, like, goat sacrificing apparatus and, you know, like, fake goat carcasses for, like, people who don't actually want to sacrifice real goats, and chanting books and things like that. So, Satonsville now has no commercial. We've moved it all out. We're going to replace it with residential. And hopefully at the loss of all of that commercial inside Satonsville, it'll cause people to go to Shoposaurus Rex. We're in the hole, like, even more than we were before as well, if you could believe that. After ripping everything out. All right, so we have this, like, office district in Donutsville now, which is great. We're without water in the new Holy Crap, which is hilarious. I didn't even think to actually pipe it up because I'm so concerned about everything that's going on right now. I can't even think straight. Oh my god. Okay, let's pipe this all up so that these places can have some water. Excellent. We got a whole bunch of offices going up. Our demand for industry and for residential is completely bottomed out. And of course, our demand for commercial is, like, in the negatives. There's just no more commercial required. In fact, it almost seems like nobody in this city wants any commercial whatsoever. Which is kind of weird, isn't it? It's a little bit... Oh, okay, finally, a little bit has gone up. Okay, so there's very low demand for commercials. So hopefully, in a second, maybe, if I speed it up a bit, we'll see, like, some of these places start to grow. Or maybe I've just somehow broken the game. Oh, maybe the Shoposaurus Rex statue has, like, I don't know, transmitted some sort of, like, virus into, like, the Sipsco Coast network. Maybe there's, like, too much demand here. It's had 11 visitors last week, though, man. So, like, I say that nobody likes Shoposaurus Rex, but well, at least 11 people out there, somewhere out there, have decided that they do, in fact, like it. So that's it. That's at least something, right? All right, fine. We'll let that run. It looks like we're slowly starting to climb back up a little bit into the green, hopefully. Not that it really matters that much because we've got just like an astronomical, I would say, amount of money in reserve for situations like this. So that's fine. All right, we're going to get in here and go all wavy. This is going to be an extension of one of the neighborhoods in Donutsville that we're going to fill up with residential. We'll leave a little bit of space as well so that we can get some parks and stuff in here. Well, maybe not quite in here. Fill up some of that space, and we'll sort of like carve out a little spot somewhere for some park, I think. This can come like kind of close down to the dongle. That'd be nice, actually. People can sort of get closer to the dongle. Everybody wants to get close to that dongle just because it looks so fantastic. Great. We can connect up to here like this. We can probably connect up down here like this. Fill it all up. Get it all nice and wavy. Make sure that it's got some pipes. It's got pipes. It's got lots of trees. I can hear lots of dinging and donging out there as well as stuff upgrades, which is nice. It's a good sound to hear. All right, great. And I think in terms of bus stations and stuff, we're probably going to need to put some bus stations down now that we got the bus depot here. So, of course, we need to connect up Shoposaurus Rex with downtown Clowntown. Maybe this is part of the problem. Maybe some of these places aren't building and the demand's not there because we've lost so many bus routes. But it was causing so many problems with the traffic that it had to be done. But maybe now that the traffic is sort of alleviated. Wow, look at that. The traffic's actually flowing like quite well for once, which is fantastic. I mean, it will do because literally nobody is going here because it's all abandoned. But that's another matter. Great. Okay, so we're slowly starting to climb back up. We've placed a whole bunch of offices. Holy crap has been extended. Actually, we probably should also say that that has been extended. Holy crap is going to take responsibility for some of these highways as well. Lucky them. I mean, this place is going to make a lot of money at some point. So I think it's right that they have to look after the highways. The dongle, oh, of course, Shoposaurus Rex as well. We've got this issue where some of these buildings come under the jurisdiction of the dongle, which is not right. Look, we're going to fix this all up. Excellent. Education Station as well. We need to fix it up. Education Station is actually going to control that road there. And Shoposaurus Rex isn't encroaching on any of the highway here. But Donutsville, sadly, will need to also do this and that and everything and take control of the roads, except for the new dongle 2.0, which is now like almost perfect. We just need to like do this. Oh god, I love this little paintbrush. It's so fantastic. Excellent. All right, great. So the new dongle 2.0 has just the amount of road that it needs to be considered the new dongle 2.0. Donutsville still has maintenance costs for all of these highways here. Quad Balls Junction is still intact. Shoposaurus Rex, and I think next time when we come back, we'll probably finish up with Donutsville. There's a little bit left to do, maybe some trees and some paths and stuff, some beautification, but the layout is like pretty much there. And then we'll probably visit Bagelsville next time and improve it as well. We'll probably have an entrance coming off of this roundabout, which is like shaped like a bagel, and of course all the people of Bagelsville are thrilled about that. But we could probably fill up some more space down here, pack it in a little bit tighter, get people living in such close quarters that it starts affecting their quality of life and they start complaining and protesting and standing in a field and refusing to shop like the people in Donutsville did. That would be great. I think we can just about handle it as well. Another round of that. It should be good. But for now, we're looking okay. We do have some demand for residential, which is nice. That means that people will start moving into... wow. Actually, it looks like they filled up all of this now, which is fantastic. So all we got to do is actually paint all this up. Make sure that there's water, which there is. And we should actually have some people move into this new part of town too, which would be fantastic. And then Donutsville will be even closer to being done. We'll have to like put some parks in and do some beautification and stuff like that. But we should be good. Man, do you know what I just realized? I barely placed like any trees at all this episode, which is sad. I mean, I have like a quota that I have to meet. And it's sorely not met today. There's been like a distinct lack of tree placing. And it's all part of like my my life quality as well. I feel a lot better when I place those trees, and because I haven't today, now I feel stressed out and a little bit on the edge. But there you go. Excellent. All right, great. Well, we're almost out of debt-ish. We're getting close, actually. I think a couple of more rezonings and stuff like that, and we'll be well and truly up and out of debt. But look at that. Donutsville actually does look a lot better than it did when we started. It's like it comes down to the highway now. We can fill in some of the gaps with trees and stuff like that. We can make sure that there's barriers on the highways so that the noise pollution isn't too bad for these people when they're just trying to like relax and enjoy a donut at night and watch Cheers or whatever on TV. We've got this like huge nerve center now for Donutsville where all of the strategy for donut marketing is taking place. So hopefully that's appeased the people of Donutsville. They've now moved forward with the times, and they have office jobs relating to donuts rather than factory jobs, which is fantastic. And when we come back next time, we will continue. We will probably fix up Bagelsville a bit, probably fix up Satonsville a little bit, probably expand Donutsville out a little bit, and then come back into Clowntown and do some more stuff as well. We still got lots to do, but look at that from high up. it's looking nice. It's actually looking great. I'm really proud of the Sipsco Coast, and it continues to get better every time as well. Excellent. And we're in the green. Oh my god. Just a little bit of waffling was all it took for us to get back into the green. All right, great. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you continue to enjoy this series. We'll be back next time, and we'll do a bunch of stuff. Like I said, as usual, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.